Hi, I'm Dr. Noel Lucas from Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, and I'm going to take some questions that you guys might have regarding your pets, especially your dogs as they start to age and head into their golden years. So I have an assistant, Mackenzie, who's going to ask me some questions that you might actually have yourself about your aging dog.
Dr. Lucas, what is the most important thing to know about caring for a senior dog?
So the most important thing about caring for your senior dog is that you have to be mindful that they're going from their more active adult time into their aging time or their senior years. And you might actually think, oh, my dog's just getting older, so they're going to slow down, or they're acting that way because they're just getting older. But me as a veterinarian, I'm thinking they're just maybe slowing down or they're changing their behaviors, not because they're just getting older, but because they're developing maybe some age-related diseases or painfulness because they're aging. So I really want to stress for dog pet parents or caregivers that as your dog ages and their behaviors change, it's not just because they're aging, it's because something is most likely changing in their bodies, and we need to recognize that and maybe look and partner with you to find it.
What are the most common problems in senior dogs?
By far, I think the most common problem that we see on a routine basis that sometimes dogs will actually do a fairly good job of hiding is canine osteoarthritis. So they just get arthritic as they get older. I think we all kind of appreciate that because we do too, but that's one big one. We often will start to, especially in our little dogs, we'll start to get some aging valves. So we'll get some murmurs coming in, usually in those little petite micro dogs. They'll have heart murmurs develop more commonly. We have maybe some organ enlargement that will start to happen, especially the liver will start to get a little bit bigger in older dogs. As veterinarians, we can probably go through a long list of things that are common in older dogs. Endocrine diseases, so thyroid hormone dysfunction, maybe some adrenal gland issues with Cushing's disease, diabetes. So the list is fairly extensive, but those are some of the bigger ones that I can just think of off the top of my head.
What are some signs and symptoms that my dog may be slowing down?
Yeah, so we kind of touched on that a little bit. It's symptoms of your dog may be slowing down. Big one is they're going up the stairs, but they've actually now just started going slower, or maybe they're bringing both their legs up and bunny hopping or moving to one side and kind of going a little bit more sideways, especially up those stairs. Coming down, just slowness and coming down. So stair gating will change. What about when you ask them to get in the car and come with you to go to a friend's house or come to the vet or go to the restaurant and go to the drive-through? They used to be able to just jump right up into your truck or your car, and now they're like pausing. Maybe they're just putting their front legs up, you're having to help them up, or they're really hesitating or even missing their jumps when they go to get in. What about when they are on just walking around and they've laid down for a while and they're in their pet bed and they go to get up and they're just real slow to lift those back legs and they're just really efforted, or even when they go to lay down, they're just slow to lay down. So sometimes when you're on a walk, and they used to be able to walk the whole distance with you and without even like skipping a beat, no exercise issues at all, and now they will still come along because it's really fun, but they'll just slow down more, or they start to look back, or they just sit down and need to take a rest. So those are all the things I start to think about when I'm thinking about arthritis.
What is the life expectancy of a dog?
Okay, life expectancy, everybody wants to say that their dogs are going to live forever with us because that would be wonderful, but it is reality that they do live an accelerated life span. Their lives just move faster than ours. It really depends if you have a small dog, like a little Maltese, a Chihuahua, Yorkshire Terrier. Those little guys typically have a much longer life expectancy. We'll see these kids that get 16, 17, 18. If you're lucky, like I saw yesterday, a 19-year-old, and rarely 20. But that is completely different when you talk about your Mastiffs or your Great Danes. Those kids By the time they get to sometimes 6, we consider those guys a senior. By 8, they're geriatric. If we get any more up there, like 10, we're really happy that they've lived that long of a life. So for you as a pet parent and with whatever dog that you have, it really just depends. But if we want to talk about the Labrador, the Golden Doodles, because they're so popular, we're probably going to tell you maybe 12 to 14, kind of for that just kind of medium to large breed dog. So the answer varies.
How can wellness care extend the life of my dog?
Yeah, so wellness care means that you're bringing your, for us as veterinarians, wellness care means you're bringing your pet to see us when they're not sick. They're coming in for physical exams, maybe we're doing some blood work, maybe they're just getting some vaccinations. So this is kind of wellness care in the veterinary space. We as veterinarians are really trained very well to recognize subtle changes with your dog in muscle mass. We're watching their weights. We're looking for ocular changes in their eyes. We're looking for oral health, tumors, things, fractures that you may not notice. We're listening to heart valves that you can't hear. We're checking orthopedics. We're asking them, your dogs, to see if they have any painful joints. We're checking their lymph nodes. We're palpating their abdomen. So we're looking for a lot of things that you're not necessarily looking for on a daily basis, or you've found some things that you're worried about and you're concerned about, and we partner with you to see, okay, is this a real problem that we need to deal with, or is this okay and we just need to monitor it? So it gives you some peace of mind when you're doing wellness care, and it helps us be able to identify problems early so they don't become overwhelming for your pet or your dog, or for us to care for them. So if you have any questions more particular about your senior dog and you would like to partner with us at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, we really invite you to schedule an appointment with us so we can see your dog and make friends. Thanks.